have stories. I have this Eddie Trunk audio that
Oh yeah,
somebody
we
sent
could
us.
explore that a little bit.
Do you want to go with that?
Yeah, sure. I listened to that. It'll round out the hour for sure.
I didn't really listen to it much.
I did. I listened to it last night, and I was just like, "Well, Eddie, if you listened to our show, you would have learned everything that you squealed about about a year ago."
Yeah, that part I did catch, and we'll get into that. But I was surprised, and we'll get into it obviously. But I was surprised that he was surprised, because I don't think we're doing anything anybody else isn't doing, but I was surprised at how clueless he was.
Well, I don't know if the word is clueless or just out of touch.
Yeah.
Or both.
Yeah. Because you would think that he would know this. You know, I mean, every band under the sun is talking about AI and how AI is going to put them out of business.
Yeah, for the most part, everything is. I mean, we did this on the show about a year ago, where you asked me for like topics and things.
Yeah.
And you just typed them into AI, and we created songs.
Yeah.
On the fly, right here on the air.
Mm-hmm.
We did that about a year ago, I think.
Yeah.
And then we discovered all those songs that are on the internet that are really
dirty.
All these dirty songs that are created by AI that sounds like they were recorded in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s. Right. And I was listening to some of those this week, and I was cracking up.
Hell yeah.
Listening to some of these songs that sound like they were recorded like from the
40s or whatever.
The Temptations or the Spinners or
Four Tops, whatever.
Yeah, something like that. And they were just like dirty songs.
Mm-hmm. They're like, doo-wop, doo-wop. I want to fuck your ass. Doo-wop, doo-wop.
Stick it in my ass. or get in the kitchen, bitch. Do those dishes.
Make me a sandwich and suck my dick. Woo, woo, woo.
Keeping my pip hand strong. Shit like that. It's fucking hysterical, dude.
It is. I mean, yes, AI's ruining the world. We know that.
It is. It's going to be, again, AI is like the sun. We can't live without it, but it'll destroy you if you get too much of it.
Yeah. And like everything else, the world will adjust to it, and we'll find ways.
It's a blessing and a curse, just like the internet.
Dude, people said when we got cell phones, we'd never be able to function with cell phones. We've done just fine with them.
We have, and we haven't.
Yeah.
I mean, because, I watch a lot of these videos of these police interactions with the Swedes.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the first thing that they do is get on their phone and call their mama.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then the only thing they're concerned with, they might be cuffed, they might be thrown into the back of a police car, they might be in a world of shit due to their transgressions against the law. And the only thing they're concerned about, where's my cell phone?
Bitch, where my phone?
Where my phone? Where my phone?
Where my phone?
And that's the only thing they're concerned about. They're not worried about the world of shit they're in now,
right?
And what they could be facing as far as charges and all this. They're only concerned about the well-being of their cell phone.
Sure. Yeah, that is true. It's fucking pathetic, but anyway, we don't want to talk about Swedes right now.
No, but I'm just saying that, everything has an upside, everything has a downside.
Absolutely.
It's as I always say, it's a blessing and a curse. I mean, we all love the internet. I don't think there was a greater thing that has ever been created for man like the internet. We love the internet. I mean, we live on the internet.
Yes.
Everything is on the internet. Everything we do. I mean, I don't think there's a day that goes by that I don't use the internet for some shit. Whether it's,
I don't think an hour goes by.
Yeah. So that is, so thank you, Al Gore. for creating the internet.
Right.
But it's a curse at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Well, Ed is well behind the times with this. And we'll just play a little, and I guess we'll stop along the way, right?
Sure.
All right, let me go to this here. Let's go to this here.
And let's give credit where credit is due. That we received this audio.
Yes.
Of Eddie going on a rant about AI. Who sent it to us? John Phillips?
I think John Phillips did, yeah.
Yeah, John Phillips. So thank you, John, for sharing the Eddie Trunk audio with us.
Because as we always say, neither one of us is listening.
I don't have a subscription to, XM or listen to Eddie's whatever it is he's doing.
Me either.
But our fans and friends keep us up to date with all that. So, so thank you, John.
All right, well, let's hear what Eddie has to say here.
All right.
Here we go.
Calls and news and all that, as usual, coming off the weekend. But I am totally freaked out right now. And I don't want to take a ton of time on this, but it's super important, I think.
All right. Stop. I am totally freaked out.
Yeah.
And this is super important.
Yeah.
What is he going to impart on his listeners that is super important?
AI is here? I don't know.
That's the weirdest phrasing. This is super important.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is the same guy that thinks that it's super important if a band doesn't play live.
You know what's super important? If Russia launched some nuclear missiles toward us and we all need to take some kind of shelter.
Yeah, that would be super important.
That's super important. The fact that AI exists, that it's superseding the talents of actual real musicians, not so much.
No, not really. It's 1 out of 1 million jobs that's being erased.
Right.
Stop it. All right.
Super important.
Super important news.
And it's freaking me out.
Super important freak out news coming now.
Right.
Strap in, everybody.
And I want to just share something with you.
Okay.
So last night I went to dinner with some friends here in Vegas. One of them being Jason Hook. If you guys probably know Jason. He's been on the show. He's done the Canadian Roundtable.
Well, of course you'd know him if he's been on the show.
Yeah, we know him well.
Because he was on Eddie's show.
No, me and Jason hung out last night. We went for drinks last night.
Yeah, of course. Well, you peons that are listening to me, you know him because I've had him on this show. I interviewed Jason 2 months ago. You guys know that, right? He was on Chris Hager Presents. Stop with your self-important bullshit. Ugh. All right, here. Well, we made it to 29 seconds before he had to promote himself.
Of course.
29 seconds. It's a new record. All right, here we go.
A couple times with him. Great dude, great musician. Played with everybody from like Hillary Duff to he was in Five Finger Death Punch for years, up until a few years ago. Now has the band Flatback. He was one of the people that made that great Doc Hired Gun. Anyway, Jason and I, group of friends, we're all at dinner and we're talking. And Jason, somehow the AI thing came up. And Jason said he's working on his next record in his studio and all this stuff. And I brought up that story. Remember we had that story a few weeks ago about this alleged fake AI band that already had a bunch of streams on Spotify. And Jason was like, yeah, fuck that, man. Understandably, anybody who's a musician who writes and records their music is not a fan of computers out of thin air generating songs, performances, music, lyrics.
Guess what, Ed? Got news for you here. If you're freaked out about that, you're really going to be freaked out about this news, Ed. They're also using it to replace radio guys.
Yeah, they just have to program whatever it is that they want their host to say and do. And boom, there it is.
And I've shown it right here on this show, not to go us versus Eddie, because I'm not trying to compare us. But on this show, I've shown, what is it called? Workplace LM or Google LM or whatever it is.
Right, exactly.
Where you tell it, give me two people, here's the topic, here's the source,
and they
have an argument.
And they chat about something.
And they'll chat about it for as long as you tell it. And that's with freeware. With paid stuff, I'd imagine you could do it a lot better than I did. But yeah, you might not only be worrying about music, Ed, you might want to worry about yourself too. As you might be on the chopping block. I'm quite sure SiriusXM has an AI department by now. Don't you think, Neeley?
I would think so. I mean, because they can't afford to spend any more money than they have to, because they're about ready to, be a thing of the past.
And I'm not trying to shit on this guy. I'm only using his name because I know him. Mark Striggle. Mark comes in and he does his show, which for the most part, I mean, I know he does some interviews and some stuff on it, but for the most part, a lot of what he's doing is back selling and front selling. And if you don't know what that means, hey, that was Judas Priest with Prophecy from the Nostradamus record.
What I do at the end of each break. I just read back the songs that I played and who it goes out to, and blah blah blah.
And then Mark will tell a little story, just a little. Hey, I saw Judas Priest last year. They kicked ass. Now let's get back to the music. Here's Motley Crue with "Shout at the Devil" right here on SiriusXM, Hair Nation.
Yeah, whatever. I guarantee you, he's not doing that live. He probably just
do some of it live. I do.
Well, I'm not saying he never does it live, but I guarantee you that a majority of the time he's just recording his thing.
He probably tracks
and they got that 80s channel, which is the MTV VJs.
Right.
Well, I know these VJs don't live in New York and don't go to Sirius XM to record their show.
Yeah.
I know some of those VJs live right here in Chicago. They just do their air shift and record their 2 to 3 minute spots.
Sure.
Send it in. They sew it together with whatever music it is that they're playing from the MTV era, and they make a show out of it.
We do the same shit with Metal Shop. Same thing. I do my interviews here, send them off to Charlie and Corey. They take the pieces that they want to use and they surround it with music and call it a fresh metal or a new artist or featured artist or whatever it turns out being.
Right.
Same thing. Same exact thing. It's the way of the world. But Eddie needs to stop only worrying about music with this and work his own career. He could be out of his ass.
The fact is that there's very few shows out there that are actually live anymore. I mean, and again, I don't know what everybody else is doing, but obviously you guys and gals are actually watching us right now. We do a live show because Chris and I have done pre-record shows.
And they suck.
We don't like them.
No,
we do not enjoy pre-record shows at all.
Hate them.
When Chris and I do the show on Saturday, we like doing the show. I enjoy doing this show.
I do. I enjoy it.
I think I hit you up this week that, aside from the glitches that we experienced early in the show last week, I thought we did a solid show last week.
Yeah, we've come around.
I thought it was fun. I thought it was funny. I thought it was topical.
We do
not every show is a home run. We understand that, trust me, but we're one of the very few live shows out there.
And the ones that do it live, let me go the other way. For me and you, when it's a pre-record, it takes an extra 90 minutes, at least 90 extra minutes. It's always 7 to 8 hours. Because
it's a fuck up.
Yeah, it's always fucked, and we don't
just
just
tell you how hard it is to do a pre-record.
I hate them. That's why I don't even. That's why now when you're off running around with Dockin or whatever, I don't even entertain the idea of doing because I don't have 8 hours to give you.
Right, and not only that, but when you're not available and I choose to do a music show, I will do it live.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because you like the interaction and
I
all
don't
that
mind
stuff.
it. I like it. I just
Yeah.
like to sit here. I'll crank out some tunes. I'll take your request, and we'll do 5-6 hours worth of requests.
Right.
When you're away, and whether you're doing something or sick or whatever the case may be, I don't mind sitting here just cranking out some tunes for a few hours.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to do a pre-record again.
Yeah, we never enjoyed it. We just thought we owed you guys a show every week. And so if I couldn't be here or Chris couldn't be here, we would schedule and do a pre-record through the week. And we both hated it. We hate doing pre-records.
The only place I'm comfortable doing a pre-record is with Eric. And it's because
it's only 2 hours.
Not even, but it's the other part of it too is that we treat it like it's live. Like once we say go, there is no, okay, cut that out. And I don't know what I was talking about. It's still, fuck it. It's just go for it. And I kind of have to on occasion with Eric just because of his travel schedule.
Sure.
His travel, he has that's his job is he's out on the road. So his travel schedule gets in the way on occasion. But I'm like with Seth, if me or Seth is sick or out or whatever, no show. Same here. If one of us ain't available, I ain't doing it. I'll put it that way. Neely's free to do whatever he wants, but I am not doing a pre-record anymore. I may do it with a friend. I may swing John in just to piss people off or something, but but even those, I ain't gonna lie, I like the day off. I like having a Friday night where I can watch movies and TV and just chill, and not have to work or do this or do editing or do anything. Those days are rare for me. So anyway, back to Eddie. Let's swing it back to Sir Trunk of Edward.
Going back to him being freaked out about AI.
He's scared of this, man. All right, here we go.
I mean, you can understand how unbelievably catastrophic of a threat that is to people who write and record songs. But we are right here now, folks, with this whole implications of AI moving at an unbelievable rate for good and bad. It's something that comes up constantly. So Jason, I said, I don't fully understand all the implications of this, right?
Why?
So Jason said to me,
is there not enough information about this?
What do you mean you don't understand the full implication?
Are there not enough? Take us out the equation. I don't even want to bring us into the equation.
Yeah.
Are there not 50 other shows showing you how to work Suno on fucking YouTube?
Get ready. The Seth Williams Show is going live Friday, September 12th at 4 p.m. Join us for lunch and a hilarious podcast interview with the one and only Jim Florentine.
When I was a kid, I got home from school at 3 o'clock. My mom goes, go play in the neighborhood till 6 o'clock. Come back then for dinner, and that was it. There was no communication from 3 to 6. And I'm still here, and everybody else is, right? It's fucking weird, isn't it? Yeah, all right, a couple cute kids went missing, but that was collateral damage. What are you going to do? Yeah, I mean, they took the bait, went for the candy. What are you going to do? I wasn't a candy guy. Yeah, you're not going to get me in a van with a Tootsie Roll,
And Don Jameson.
Because remember when the most dangerous jobs in America were, law enforcement, active military, one of Danny Masterson's dates from that 70s show? No, I'm glad you guys are laughing at these jokes because here's the thing. We're so politically correct nowadays, aren't we? It's gotten too crazy, man.
This incredible event, including lunch, is brought to you by Smokin' Rock and Roll and Audio Base Studios. Space is super limited. Only 10 lucky fans will be selected. Send your email to SethWilliamsShow@gmail.com. Seriously, you don't want to miss this.
I mean, this is not new.
No.
I mean, this didn't come down the pike just like a week ago. This has been going on for over a year or more as far as like the really good AI.
I brought it to the show a year ago when it was pretty good. It was okay a year ago.
I mean, we did it, and I mentioned this earlier. We did this on the air where we just created songs
Yeah.
on the fly. You know, we understood that this is a very powerful tool, or whatever. I don't even know what you want to call it. It's here now. You know, and the fact that you know how to operate AI and, you know, generate, you know, whatever it takes. We made songs live here on the air.
Let's do it right now. We can do it right now. Let's put some words in here.
All right.
Eddie Trunk is afraid of Suno and AI.
All right. And put in XM Sirius.
Sirius XM.
Yeah, Sirius XM. And put in Jason Hook. Why not just put in Jason Hook? Why not?
Where Eddie does his show. Jason Hook of Five Finger Death Punch.
All right.
Scared Eddie about AI. That's
all right.
good. That's enough.
Good. That's a lot of data. All right.
That's plenty. Let's create a new song. Oh, there's two of them getting ready to be.
Wow. All right.
They're still thinking. Got a graphic now.
All right. Well, we're in about 15 seconds now.
15 seconds. We're done. Oh, one of them's ready.
All right.
The other one's ready. Under 20 seconds.
25 seconds.
Yeah. All right. Let's hear Eddie's Fear of the Future. Take one.
He sits in a serious chair, talks of metal and the world's despair. Jason Hook through the AI dart. Now Eddie's got a paranoid heart. Machines are rising, taking names, stealing thunder, changing games. Eddie's afraid of the AI sun, burning brighter, can't outrun. Suno's whisper, ghostly hum. He's afraid of what will become.
Wow.
That's really not bad.
That is just amazing. But again, we knew this was
a year
a thing. We knew this was a thing.
Yeah.
You know, so let's hear the second song.
All right. Here's the second one.
And some breath and everything.
Eddie sits in a serious chair, talks of metal and the world's despair. Jason Hook through the AI dart. Now Eddie's got a paranoid heart. Machines are rising, taking names, stealing thunder, changing games. Eddie's afraid of the AI sun, burning brighter, cannot run. Suno's whisper, a ghostly hum. He's afraid of what will become.
So which one do you like the better?
I like the second one.
I like the second one too.
We'll send that to Eddie. Could use it for his theme song.
I think you should send that to him. Say, hey, Eddie, we were talking about your fear of AI. Here's an AI song we created on the fly.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah, just for you. That's hysterical, dude.
Yeah, but he's learning about that for the first time now.
All right, go ahead.
All right, here we go.
I'll show you something. He goes, there are AI programs that you can subscribe to. You pay a fee, and literally all you do is go onto the program. Now, I do not use AI yet. I mean, I haven't, it's built into my phone. I got the new iPhone. I know it's on I see it come in on my computer at times, but I don't go on ChatGPT or anything. I haven't done any of that stuff yet. But it's everywhere. You can't escape it now. It's insane what's happening. Again, I don't want to be an alarmist. I don't know, good, bad. I don't know. I think there.
You don't want to be an alarmist. You said this is really important.
Yeah. You rang the bell at the start of this shit.
I don't want to be an alarmist. Here's the thing, Eddie. It's here. It's out there. What are you going to do to combat it? Mm-hmm. What are you going to do?
How are you going to use it to your benefit?
Yeah.
That's
I don't use
that's
it.
got to be the thought.
It pops up. I see it. I don't use it yet. Do you plan on learning AI shit, Eddie?
He'll use it when he writes his book.
Okay. All right.
All right, here's more.
There's pros and cons to everything. I don't know how this shakes out. Are we all extinct in a year? I don't know. Are we all
extinct in a year?
Extinct? We went the way of the dinosaur.
Yeah. That was that damn AI. That fucking ChatGPT killed us all.
It's funny that he just references ChatGTP as if that's the only thing out there.
Yeah, and that is like the oldest one out there.
And that's the worst one.
Yeah, it's really not that. Oh, it's getting better, but it's still not great. I'll take Grok all day long. All right, here we go.
All right.
The upside is cancer is a thing of the past in a year. Great. I don't know. Nobody knows. You hear everything, right? But I do know that musicians and friends of mine who are musicians are very concerned, understandably, by this. Anybody that's in any sort of creativity job is concerned about it. Speaking of my son wants to be a writer. He just graduated high school. I told him, I said, have another plan. Gigs are being taken. AI is writing articles now.
And hosting TV shows and hosting radio shows.
Right.
Ed's going to be one of these guys that finds himself on the outside of it, trying to learn it at the last minute. Not a good place to be.
We were talking last night at dinner. It used to be you went to school to code for computers. Those jobs are gone. Now the computer codes itself. You see these offices or studios or buildings. I see them in Vegas. Kids learn how to code. They start closing. So there's a lot going on here. But on the music side, we've started to.
I just have to stop here for a minute. He is so out of touch with this, it ain't even funny. Technically, yes, a computer or an AI, like AI Studio, which is a Google product, can code a website, a app, whatever needs coded. But if you do it that way, if you're just relying on that, you are going to turn out shitty products, because what's needed is the what ifs. And AI can't figure out what ifs real well.
Not yet.
Not yet. It may someday get there, but right now, there's no worry about that. Right now, the worry has to be pick, and I'm sharing this for anybody that wants to if they see their job in jeopardy. Pick what your strength will be. Figure out what the best AI tools are for that creation, and learn it like you did math the first 6 years of elementary school. Learn it every day. Be an absolute expert on it. That way, when somebody comes to you and says, I'll just throw a random example. If they say, hey, we want to replace our secretary at the front desk with an AI system that'll route phone calls and send email messages to people that have voicemails and blah 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 blah, all the stuff that a receptionist does.
Sure.
You need to know what tools to get, what phones to get, and how to be the expert to make that work. And if you're that guy, you're hired for life. Because there's always going to be a need for everything that you build on AI. There's always going to be a need for one guy, at least one.
Well, you got to stay ahead of the curve. That's the whole thing.
But you also have to look. How many times we all have computers? We've all seen the blue screen of death. So eventually, your computer's going to fuck up. If you don't have anybody to fix it, guess what? You're shut down. So there always has to be that one guy, the guy that knows how to restart things, the guy that knows how to, oh, it's not routing to extension 3413. Let me dig in there and look. Let me figure out how to fix that. Or let me at least know the prompts to give ChatGPT or Grok or whatever to fix that. So just become an expert is really the kind of what you need to do going forward. Is be an expert in your field so that you'll always have that job.
Right, of course.
So,
gotta give you the edge, man.
That's it. All right, let's go back to Edgy Eddie Trunk here.
All right, go ahead.
See some stuff like these fake bands and stuff that don't even really exist starting to get traction, streams, whatever. And Jason and many other musicians are vehemently against this, obviously. And vehemently against promoting these platforms and perpetuating it. But like I just hung up with them on the phone. I was like, you know what? I feel like I won't give the name of the program.
I will. It's Suno. Suno. It's suno.com.
Like somehow he's like saving the world by not referencing the program.
Yeah, nobody can just simply use Google or Perplexity or whatever and just look it up, right?
Well, I'm not going to promote this thing that's going to put our musicians out of business. I'm going to keep that. Not going to say anything about that.
It's my little secret, and I'm not telling you.
You're going to have to find it on your own.
Yeah, and I know you can't.
I'm not going to say a word about it.
Yeah, and I know you can't find it because you're not smart like me. I have a 5-head full of brain. Brain like ChatGPT times 100. And by the way, I have 2 houses too to house that head. All right, here we go.
All right, go ahead.
Respect to him, and I understand where he's coming from, but they're public things. Anybody can subscribe to these programs. You got to pay a fee. And
no, you don't.
Understand, but I told him, I said, I feel like it's almost like, well, there's this thing called television, but don't tell anybody about it yet. And in a month.
Well, you just did that, you dumb shit. Didn't he not 30 seconds ago say, I'm not going to tell you the name of it?
He did.
And then he said, there's television, but I'm not going to tell you about it. Shut up. God, keep track of your own thoughts, bro. Holy smokes. All right, here we go.
Everybody's going to have a TV. It's like the horse is out of the barn. It's insane. So to tell you and now this just hit me like a ton of bricks what he's talking about, because Jason woke up this morning and went into his studio here in Vegas, and he just went into this program and typed in my name, Trunk Nation, Sirius XM, Faction Talk 103, Talk That Rocks. And the program has generated in like 3 minutes theme songs for this show about me.
No way.
You're kidding.
We just did that 5 minutes ago.
Welcome to the ultimate experience for hard rock and heavy metal fans. Introducing the CMS Locals VIP app, your #1 destination for all things on the CMS network. Dive into the classic metal show, Chris Aiken Presents, Seth Williams Show, and more, all in one place. It's free to get started or elevate your experience with a subscription for just $4.99 a month. Go commercial free, get advanced releases, and enjoy exclusive bonus episodes. Plus, it's the prime spot to chat with like-minded fans who love raw, uncensored commentary. Are you ready to rock? Download from your iOS or Android store, search for the CMS network, and join the community now. It's free, it's easy, and it's the best way to keep our shows with you every single day. Install the Locals.com app today and follow the CMS network.
Eddie sits in a serious chair, talks of metal and the world's despair. Jason hooked through the AI dart, now Eddie's got a paranoid heart. Machines are rising, taking names, stealing thunder, changing games. Eddie's afraid of the AI sun, burning brighter, can't outrun. Suno's whisper, ghostly hum, he's afraid of what will become.
We did that within 120 seconds.
That's right. Oh, Ed. All right, here we go.
And two different sets of lyrics and
We
different.
got that.
Untrue.
Yeah, we got that.
No, it's not true. It's the same lyrics.
Yeah. Well, we got two different versions.
Yeah, he used Suno. He didn't use something different than I'm using right. He used Suno. That's why I'm saying no, you don't have to pay for it, and no, it doesn't have, because he used Suno and Eddie didn't fully follow along with what he was talking about. How do you do this with somebody and then not go try it yourself? That part I don't get.
I'm not going to support that.
Yeah, I don't want people reporting that I was using it.
Yeah.
And here we go.
Music, so two versions with the same lyrics with just different music. And it was like lightning because he did a version. The first version he sent me just kept saying Eddie Trunk Nation. It was kind of catchy, actually. I have that one too. But then Jason was like, all you got to do is add stuff in the prompts and it will expand on the lyrics. So he said, give me a couple more prompts. I said, okay, put Sirius XM, put Faction Talk.
Put balding head. Oh, no? Is that not one?
No.
Okay.
Put Talk That Rocks. Put live daily 3 p.m. Eastern. I just gave him the stats, the facts. And I'm assuming, my name, the AI will go into Google or Wikipedia or whatever and find out about me and who I am, whatever's online about me.
Notice nowhere in here does he say, well, let's make one about you, Jason.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Five Finger Death Punch and Bullet Boys. And
Yeah, let's talk about me.
yeah, let's just do it only about me. Fucking Ed. All right, here we go.
So, and I talked to Jason. Jason said, there's no, it's funny because when you play songs, there's publishing and they got to be accounted for with record companies and people who wrote the songs. There's none of that with this because it was done by a computer. This has tripped me out. I was on the phone with them literally minutes before I came on the air. So this is totally fresh and it's just in my head. And it's not about the song. This is about the bigger message and the threat to the creation of music going forward. I'm telling you guys, Mark this date and time.
Mark it down.
All right.
July 25th, 2025 at 3 o'clock, 3:11 Eastern Time.
Eddie Trunk delivered news a year and a half late.
Yeah. I think we're going to have to go back through our archive and figure out what the time and date was that you and I delivered that same news, which is, probably
Somewhere
like,
in 23 or 24.
yeah, I think it was like July, 16th of 2024 or something.
All right.
So he's breaking the news.
Pew, pew. Well,
So mark this date down, because Eddie is breaking the news that AI has the capability of recreating
yeah.
music without real musicians.
Let me tell this the real secret that he's not telling. And I know you know this as well because you talk to musicians all the time. It's not that they're afraid of AI taking over. It's that they know it's happening.
Yeah.
They know it's over. Musicians like Jason Hook understand that it's over.
Yeah.
The days of making legitimate money as a musician are done. They're done. And what little scraps are left, I hope these guys keep going out and keep making the money at the casinos or wherever until that dries up as well, once the Oculus hits. But the days of... It's already been half dead for 10 years with the music being free.
Who was the female musician who dropped out and said that she's done?
Jen Majera.
We reported that a couple months ago, that she just decided, it's done.
It's done. It's over.
My work here is done. It's over. I have zero reason to continue doing this because, AI can recreate whatever it is that I do, and nobody has to pay AI to do that.
Well, and the other parts of this too are the people that would buy music are aging out and dying. Just call it what it is. The people that would buy music are my age and up. Maybe 5 years younger than me, probably like 50, 51, 52. 50 and up are the age that was taught to buy music. Under that age, under 50, most of those people were kids when Napster hit or after. Even after Napster was put down. And, a lot of the kids today don't know anything other than YouTube and Spotify.
Right.
They don't know anything. So they're not, to them, music doesn't have a value. And we've been bitching and moaning about this for how many years? 15?
Yeah, at least.
That music has no value anymore. Well, this right here, this AI, is proof positive that there is no more value in music. Because people, like Eddie himself said, there's a band out there with a couple 100 million streams that doesn't even exist. Why? Because the audience doesn't care. It's just background fluff between home and the office and home. It's nothing more than that to most people anymore. It's not. I mean, do you think that it still has value?
No, of course not. I mean, if I'm listening to something on Spotify in the car, I'm not questioning who's on that record.
No.
Who's playing this song? I mean, I listen to it because it sounds cool to me, or it's something I enjoy, or whatever the case may be. Same thing with the AI. I mean, I listen to a lot of AI generated songs just because to me they're funny.
Sure.
They're just AI generated songs with a lot of filthy content.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, holy shit, that's hysterical.
But you wouldn't buy it.
I wouldn't buy it, but I find it interesting that it sounds like maybe a band from the 50s or the 60s actually did the song, and I know that it's not true, but
you don't care. And you
I don't care.
No,
I don't really care. I don't go, holy shit, that's amazing. Who played on that record?
Yeah.
Was it the Wrecking Crew? No. You don't
No,
even
you don't
think
know.
about that. You're just like, oh, this is good. I like it.
Dude, I'm going to go to another medium just to make the point. You ever watch, I don't know, Jeopardy?
I have.
You've watched Jeopardy, right?
Sure.
Have you ever gone back to the fucking 50s and watched 21?
Well, or
any of them, any of those shows?
yeah, sure. No, of course
No.
not.
Why not? Because it looks old and
It's not
tired.
relevant. It's not relevant.
Exactly. It's old news. I don't know about you, but for me, if something comes on my TV and it is not in color, it is getting off my TV. I am not watching a black and white movie. I am not watching the best of it. It better be so goddamn funny, and I gotta know it in advance. Three Stooges or Little Rascals. But if it's something I don't know inside and out, there's no way am I going to watch that. Would you?
No, of course not.
No, you're like, fuck that. Who wants to watch that old junk? And that's where we're at today. And I hate to say it myself because I grew up on this music the same as you did. But there's no value anymore in Rat, Doc, and Warrant, Queensryche. Pick a band, doesn't fucking matter. The only value is the t-shirt sales. That's the only value.
The truth is you've accepted reality.
Mm-hmm.
That's the truth about it. It's just like, well, I know what the reality is, and I'm not going to be hardcore and go, oh, I'm going to rail against this, and I'm not going to listen to it because it's not, it's not the real thing, and blah, blah, blah. You're going to go, yeah, that's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Kind of funny. Or I enjoy it. Or it's got a good beat. Or whatever it is. But you don't question where it came from or how it came to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for God's sakes, how many of those old TV shows have been remastered to the point that it's not even like the original print? Like those I Love Lucy things. They redid all that shit. That's not the same as what people saw when they first did it. Plus, they edited out the stuff that you allegedly can't say anymore. Like, you remember, I mean, you've watched some of that old stuff, right?
Of course.
How uncommon was it in that to be, we'll be back after these words from Newports. And they would do a Newport commercial. Do you ever need a good smoke? Let me get you a Lucky Strike.
Or Anison.
Anison is full of cocaine. Yeah, it's over, Ed. I got news for you.
Yeah, there's no need to be freaked out about it. There's nothing you can do about it. It's here. Mm-hmm. It's here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's over. The worrying about it is... If you were worried about it, you should have been worried about it 3 years ago.
Yeah, but even 3 years ago, what were you going to do to stop it or curb it?
Nothing.
Nothing.